Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Saturday, Festivus Saturday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside American Whiskey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty at SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Scotty, what a great night. Devils finally come through, beating the Red Wings 3-2 tonight at the Rock, right before Christmas. Everybody right now here is holly jolly. How are you, my friend?
Feeling good now, my friend. Yeah, it's, all I wanted for Christmas was Colin Miller back in the lineup, but I think I had to change that to all I wanted for Christmas was a home victory, which the Devils came through on this evening before the league shut down for the holidays. And what a game it was. Hello to everyone over there at American Whiskey. Hello to everyone on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, X, Twitch, Instagram. I see a nice tower of Ann Crew Brew with the red light siren going on. Right on across from Sam Woo. Woo! Oh, we got super chats already. Victory bucks in the Woo dollars. Well, let's talk about this game over here. Number 32 on the season at home as the Devils are trying to end a 3-game losing streak. And this is the fourth of a 5-game homestand. They need to clean up the defensive miscues, get some timely saves from those goaltenders. How will Timo Meyer respond to finally putting the puck in the net? In the previous game, is Jack Hughes trying to do too much? We shall see. A lot of line changes today. Lindy going all John Hines with everything, switching it all up. Luke Hughes now playing with John Marino, which might be a nice combo over there. Vitek Vanacek is in net. Michael, no, I am not the former lead singer of In Excess Hutchinson in goal. His name is Michael Hutchinson. I always get it confused, but either way. Michael Hutchinson in goal there for the Red Wings. The Devils got the ugly jerseys on, but we'll say this, forgot to mention it last game. Devils wore their pride jerseys in the warm-ups, and good on them, because I know the league put all this mandate out there, and the Devils decided to give them the old double bird there and do it anyway, and they're going to auction them off for charity. So good on the Devils for being defiant against a dumb rule from the NHL. So first period, you got a little worried right off the bat. I know I was. It was like, oh boy, here we go again. The home blues are happening. Oh boy. 4:22 into the first period. Doesn't take long for Patty Kane to take advantage of a golden opportunity. His 5th of the year coming from DeBrincat and Sider. And this was just, you really got worried. Because I caught it right off the bat. And I know Bryce Salvador, when he originally was breaking down the goal, when he was on the ice there, he said 3 Devils on one player. Oh, no. It was 4. 4 guys, all bunched up together in the top by the blue line above the faceoff circle. You got all 3 forwards, Toffoli, Bratton, Hughes, and Simone Nemec way out of position. And poor old John Marino. John, feeling like the laces aren't out on this one. No isotoner gloves to keep him toasty. Because he was left with 3 Red Wings behind him. Oh, by the way, one of them is DeBrincat, and one of the other ones is Patrick Kane. Thanks, guys. Poor old Marino just left there to fend for himself 1-on-3. So really, no surprise when DeBrincat just put a pass across to Patty Kane, and he just slammed it home into the net. 1-0 Red Wings. And you cannot fault Vitek Vanacek on that one. I know we've talked a lot here about the defense, the goaltending, and all that, but that one was just a pure defensive blunder. But one of the positives from the last game, hey, look at everyone over there, American Whiskey. Woo! Big Devils victory. They're celebrating, having some adult beverages, maybe themselves an Ant Crew brew. There's Alejandra. Say hi to Peyton. Make sure you vote for her. Bar boss. Take care of your bartenders. So right after that goal, one of the positives from the last game was Timo Meyer's play. Seems like he's starting to really spring back from that injury, getting his legs underneath him, and he puts the rush up ice. And him, Mikey McLeod, and Dawson Mercer had themselves a game tonight. Timo came in with McLeod, who I think McLeod probably was in this position maybe 3, possibly 4 times during this game. Okay? Right driving down the center of the ice, right down the center slot, right to the front of the goal mouth. And this time, Timo, he comes in up the wing, and one of the Red Wings defender is, flat on his stomach, sliding by, and Timo just, does a little stick handle, goes right around, throws a rocket of a pass across, and McLeod is right there for the tip, but Michael, new sensation, I got a new sensation. Oh boy, I'm going to be fined a lot of woo bucks tonight. In excess was definitely one of my guilty pleasures back in the day. But either way, Hutchinson makes the save on McLeod. Now, you may have saw that the puck was bouncing, and this is going to be a recurring theme through the entire night. Why? It's either Seton Hall or Rutgers had a basketball game at the Rock earlier in the day. So, yeah, that puck was going everywhere, which really went against the Devils at first, and then it went for them a little later in the game. So, still 1-0, and then Curtis Lazar takes a penalty, a good penalty, probably preventing a goal there. The Devils get a good penalty kill. Vanacek with a good save. He was reading the play, moving across the net mouth, down with those legs on the ice. Good leg stop off of, I think it was Perron with a one-time blast there on that power play. And then, check that watch. What time is it again? Oh, that's right. It is Timo time at 11:43 of the first period. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me goals from Timo Meyer. Ooh, yeah. He gets back on the board. Second game in a row with his 8th of the year. And yes, just like the first one last game, another dirty goal here for Timo Meyer. Now they come down, and it's almost the exact same play that Timo and McLeod did about 5 minutes earlier in the game. This time, however, it's Dawson Mercer coming up the wing. So he's on his backhand. McLeod again is going straight to the net, crashing right there in the front. And Mercer puts the pass right across. Again, the save is made, but Timo Meyer scoops up the loose puck, circles around the goaltender, and then is able to slide it right underneath Michael Hutchinson for his 8th of the year to tie it up 1-1 in the first period. Woo, baby. We get Timo Meyer heating up and starting to feel healthy. This makes this team a whole lot more dangerous. When those 3 lines are all churning, look out. When you can split up a Nico Hischier, you could put a Nico and a Jesper, a Jack and a Toffoli. Then you get Timo on a third line, pairing up with Dawson Mercer and the man who's probably playing the best hockey of his career right now, Mikey McLeod. Woo! He has been relentless out there on the ice. And it's not only on the defensive side or, we don't talk about it enough. His face-offs are crazy. He's tops in the league. He does such an amazing job, but now he's creating offensively every time he is on the ice. 1-1, we're heading into the second period, and looks like we're going to get a penalty. Oh, no. Oh, what do we all want for Christmas? NHL officials, yay, bringing the holiday cheer once again. So even though I can't remember who it was, did I write it down who the Wings player was? No, they're going to trip Nico Hischier behind the net. But one of the officials is there as well. And even though the Red Wings player blatantly puts his stick right in front of Nico and is going to trip him. His stick gets stuck in between the skates of the official. Still trips Nico, like he was going to anyway. But the officials wave it off because they're just like, oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, had my skates there. My bad. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. No penalty. The other day we had Akira Schmid with the playing the puck past the red line penalty. I don't know if I've ever seen a call like that waved off with the official being like, our bad. Yeah, that was us. Yeah, we actually, never heard of that before. That should have been a tripping call. And then right after that, the refs make a ticky-tack interference call that if it was the other way, I'd be pissed. It was a ticky-tack interference call to make up for it. Don't like that. Just call the friggin' tripping call. Like it was going to be anyway. Either way, Devils on the power play, somewhere where they're still struggling. They did not do good. Well, they did. They created a lot of opportunities, but they were unable, to put the puck in the net on that power play. Need to keep working on it. Best opportunity here was Timo Meyer as well. Did another stick handle around a D-man for a quick pass back to Alexander Holtz, who was they were in tight. It wasn't like a cross ice pass or anything. They're both on this side of the slot, on the left-hand side of the slot. And it's a blink and you'll miss it shot off a Holtzy stick. I didn't even realize when I was watching at first that he got a shot off. I thought Timo tried to pass it and it deflected off his skate. You know when that happens, you're like, whoa, where'd the puck go? No. Holtz got it and he shot it. Another good save by Michael. I need you tonight. Hutchinson. McLeod drew a holding call right after that with his hustle play up the boards. Toffoli. Oh, holy Toffoli. He's another one. Just like Jack. Trying to do a little too much. Maybe gripping that stick a little too tight. He put one right over the crossbar. Sharp angle. One-time blast there. They had a couple of good opportunities here, but again, this is where the bouncing pucks really came into play. One jumping over Jesper Bratt's stick after a cross-ice pass from Jack Hughes, which we will say, Jack put some barbecue sauce on that pass there, but it bounced right off of Jesper Bratt's stick and out of play. So there was an insane amount of bounces today. Nico, that's right. Nico got in tight right there, and he was driving right towards the net. He couldn't get like the full power on his snapshot bouncing puck. We had Vitek Vanacek stop a 2-on-1 on this power play as well. So good on Vanacek for making some timely saves. But then the only goal of the period happened at 10:33. Another bouncing puck. Shane Gostisbehere gets his 7th of the year, coming from Sprong, and this was a long sequence, okay? And you could tell the Devils were a little bit off, with some of those passes here and there. And again, maybe just gripping that stick a little too tight. As Dano was talking about on the broadcast, communicate, talk. Come on, boys. Let him know. So basically, John Marino thought Timo Meyer was going to break up and he was going to, as a Marino would, hit him with the pass in stride so he can take off down the field and hopefully we would have a Sam Wu football call. But unfortunately, Timo thought, it's an out and stop route, okay? I'm not supposed to move. I'm supposed to turn and get the pass. And so the Red Wings are able to gather the puck just outside of the blue line and work themselves right back in. All right. And again, they get to the front of the net. It's kind of a scramble play. And then a bouncing puck goes right off of Marino and straight to Shane Got to spare. He's got to spare. It's a hard one to say over and over again. Right to him. And he just rifles it home past Vanacek, who maybe could have, this looks like one that maybe could have got with the glove, but whatever. Still Bouncing pucks, it was a rocket of a shot. Well, I won't harp on it too much. 2-1 Detroit Red Wings. And then old Kevin Big Balls got a high sticking call. He got high sticked. He drew a high sticking call, I should say. And then you saw him try to go, like AEW, WWE style, New Japan, pick whatever your favorite wrestling promotion is. But I think he was, playing like old school, like Ric Flair, have a little razor blade, and try to do a little cut real quick, trying to get that blood for the double minor. Didn't work out. Devils get the power play, but man, we had, I turned the wrong page. That's what we had. A brutalizer. Jesper Bratt. Oh, man. He got the puck from Jack Hughes down low on this power play, and he goes to just right to the front of the net and trying to slam one home. And Chariot comes charging in and like over on top of Jesper Bratt. And Bratt the brutalizer, he was not too happy with this situation over here. And he got up and he started throwing some. He's like, I'm Jesper Bratt, the brutalizer. Maybe you've heard of me. Hey, look at everyone there. Woo! American whiskey. The brutalizer starts going at it with Chariot, a much bigger gentleman than he is. But anyway, love seeing it from Jesper Bratt. We all know as Devils fans, maybe other teams don't know it and other fans around the league don't realize it, but Jesper Bratt has got no problem. Get a little feisty in the corners. He ain't taking your crap. Hell no. Jesper Bratt's going to give you something like the old Jelly of the Month Club that Clark Griswold got. Clark, that's the gift that keeps giving the whole year. Good on Jesper Bratt. Love seeing that. Devils 0 for 3, though, on that power play. And then we had, Fisher and Petrie. Man, I think it was Petrie going, or Petrie. Is it Petrie? I think it's Petrie, right? Or Petrie. I don't remember. Petrie, I think, is going to hit Dawson Mercer, and then Fisher's coming in as well. I don't know if you saw the replay, but the point of contact was their two faces. Like, they hit face to face, and both of them went down, both of them to the locker room, and both of them did not return for this game. And good on the crowd over there at the Rock for giving them a nice round of applause when they got up, because I don't know if you caught it in-house, but watching that on the replay, literally their point of contact was their faces colliding. Whew. Hope those guys are okay over there. Third line had some good chances, but then the Devils got pinned in. Third line got pinned in. They had a shift for 2 minutes plus. But either way, the Wings did not score. Nemec made a nice play defensively, getting back to tie up one of the Wings streaking in there. Kopp was streaking in, and good play by Nemec defensively after that blunder in the first, being way out of position. So we move into the third period, and baby, time is it? It's Timo time once again, with almost kind of no. This was the, that's right. We had Jesper Bratt at first. I'm sorry. I get confused in my notes here. Jesper Bratt had a nice backhand rebound. Jack Hughes, the long range shot. And then Bratt, he tried to stuff it. And Hutchinson got it just kicking out his skate with the edge of his leg pad. And then, now let me check my watch, because it's Timo time with another dirty goal once again to tie this up 2-2 at 2:46 of the third period. Timo then gets his eighth? Yeah, he has seventh before, and now he's getting his eighth of the year. That's 3 goals in 2 games for old Timo Meyer. Even strength, and this is a bouncing puck that goes the Devils' way. As Timo gathers after the Wings trying to exit, Timo rifles a pass across. Okay, Wings are trying to come out of the zone. Timo says, oh no. And almost the same thing. I think it was, it is right here. McLeod going straight to the net. right down the center slot. Stop me if you heard this one before in this game. And this time, Timo, again, coming up the wing, just like he did in the first, just like Dawson Mercer did on the goal in the first. And now Timo's coming up again. He's going to throw it, just whip it right on net, cross-ice pass as he's on the wing, and it just rattles around in Michael Devil Inside Hutchinson. Mikey McLeod doesn't even need to get a stick on it because it rattles through for the goal, his 8th of the year, unassisted, 246. The Devils tie it up. And then Eric Halla took a hooking call right after that. Another one of those quote-unquote good penalties because it looked like there was a goal about to be scored. Though I will say Brendan Smith, who had himself a much, much better game today, was right there in position. And even though Halla wisely took that penalty, Smith was there to actually poke the puck away. And Brendan Smith broke up another one earlier in the game as well, being in position, not leaving the side of the net open. How many times have we seen the Devils do that in like the last 5 or 6 games? So good on Brendan Smith. Old chicken tendies over there. Lucas Raymond, he went flying into Vitek Vanacek. Goalie interference for the Red Wings there. Bastian got a little piece of Raymond, but not enough to call, not to double up the penalty. But it was a hard crash into Vitek Vanacek. I know our man Shorts guy, who I saw come into the bar just before we started our monologue. I know he wanted to see a little rough stuff afterwards. I originally did, but then I was thinking about it, as we have the penalty there. It might have been the wise thing to do in the long run because we're drawing a penalty, puts us up so we can hopefully get a goal there. So there was no real retaliation. And Jesper Bratt, Toffoli, Jack Hughes on that ensuing power play. Woo! Man, did they have some good ops, but they could not put it home past Hutchinson. Made a massive glove save on Tyler Toffoli, and he said, I got enough of this. I'm tired of this crap. It's Christmas, and Tyler wants a goal. And holy Toffoli, does he get one at 12:45. Another even strength goal. Yes, the Devils were 0 for 4 on the power play, but holy Toffoli with a deflection, a holly jolly deflection right in front of the net. Jesper Bratt, he's skating along the blue line, just barely still in the zone, throws the puck towards net. Those dirty goals. Actually, this one was more of a beauty because Toffoli put such a wonderful deflection on there right past Hutchinson. Toffoli was there for the screen in front anyway. Woo! Devils take the lead, 3-2, and the Rock explodes. And then Palat took an interference call a little while after that. That's one of your best penalty killers in the box. And right off the bat, Eric Halla and Dawson Mercer, old DM, kudos to you for doing a wonderful job killing the first 30 to 35 seconds of this power play for the Red Wings. Halla was fighting like straight off of the faceoff, which he was taking. It goes to the boards. He does a nice backhand to chip it out, passes it over to Mercer, who then breaks it into the zone. They killed so much time there. Unbelievable job. Though the Red Wings did get some good opportunities here. Sprung, this is when he hit the post. And then Perron had a wide open net that he just shot it over. By the way, Red Wings on a losing streak as well. Maybe some of their guys squeezing that stick a little too tight. They've lost, was it 3? I guess 4 in a row now. And they had a back-to-back. This was the second game. Oh, those wonderful second game back-to-backs, which we have 2 more coming up in the next 2 weeks. But either way, Perron misses. Sprung puts it off the post. I am Iron Man, says Vitek Vanacek, who, by the way, lost his stick in this whole kerfluffle. But the Devils clear it out, and they kill it off and seal the deal on a 3-2 victory. Shots on goal for the Red Wings, 6-9-9 for a total of 24. Devils 10-13-12 for a Slayer reigning blood tribute of 35 rating pucks from the Devils on the Ice. By the way, this is my South of Heaven t-shirt. So I figured, South of Heaven, Devils. I figured trying to do anything. Change the luck of this team at home. So I guess I have to wear the Slayer South of Heaven shirt every single game now. And so they lose. Face-off percentage, pretty even. Devils got them by 1, 26-25. Ofer, so while the penalty kill did good, the Devils' power play was not as good. 0 for 4 for the Devils, 0 for 3 for the Red Wings. Devils had 13 hits, 10 blocked shots. The Wings only had 4 registered hits. And the Wings had 13 blocked shots. A nice little early Christmas gift from the New Jersey Hockey Devils winning this game. Want to know what you think about it? On YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram, Twitch, wherever the hell else. Let's go over to the king of the football calls and the man in the stylish suit, the season's greetings, styles of one shorts guy over there at American Whiskey. They were both in the arena. Guys, what'd you feel about this game?
Yeah, before we begin, Scotty, big shout out to Rick Robitaille for the big golden super chat.
Woo!
So thank you very much,
Golden,
Rick.
wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So, I thought the atmosphere was tremendous tonight.
Well, the atmosphere was great tonight.
It was a holly jolly night. Right from the start.
Yes.
Obviously, the Festivus Bowl has made its way to American Whiskey.
See that? Oh,
Yes.
there it is.
Freestanding 8-foot pole in the middle of our set.
Yep.
And we aired out our grievances. We talked about the feats of strength. And by the way, that feedback is not from us. It's actually from Frank.
Yeah.
Frank's,
Frank the Tank's trying to get people in the building.
Frank the Tank is now a
Okay.
DJ.
Yep.
Frank the DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Although, you know what, Sam? I still have some grievances after watching that game tonight.
Oh, well,
Were we going to get to that later, or should we just launch into that right now?
launch it right now because I got some grievances.
I got
as
some
well.
grievances. I'm glad that I got the poll right next to me because I got a lot of problems right now. Yeah, the Devils won. I'm happy about that. And I know you mentioned it was raining pucks again tonight there, Scotty. But a lot of their shots did not look like high-quality shots. We got a lot of shots that were just low quality, throwing them on net. I didn't like. Our defense and our passing. Yeah, get out of here, Ranger fan. Let me move over to block the Ranger fan. So our passing did not look very good at all tonight. And I had a massive grievance with that penalty Raymond took, plowed right into VTech. And that was it. No one did anything. Bastion standing right there looking down at him. Like nothing. Even in my men's league, Sam's cousin Marty, if that happened to me, Sam's cousin Marty would have practically broken his stick over that offending player for plowing into me on the rink. I have a problem with that. We have, we've talked about the goaltending, we've talked about our defense. No one's going to stand up for the goaltender after getting plowed into like that. I am okay with a second penalty defending your goaltender like that. Oh yeah, you plowed into VTech. Great. Happy holidays. No, I was so pissed off. Watching them stand over the guy and not touch him. Do something to him. Like that to me shows that there's some kind of a disconnect on this team. I don't care if it's intentional or not. A guy plows into your goalie like that, which it looked like there was a little bit of intent there, and you do nothing. You stare at him. I'm sorry. That guy's face needs to be smushed in the worst way, where he needs to get a cross-check to the throat, just something. Don't just stare at the guy. I had such a problem with that, and I will defend the goalies all day, especially when I see stuff like that and the teammates not sticking up for VTech like that. That was just atrocious. That is the worst grievance of the day for me. Thank goodness it's Festivus. Holy crap, that was such a massive grievance.
I was thinking the same thing, Shorts guy. At the same time, do you want to take a penalty in that situation?
No. Hold on, time out. I heard you wrong. Yes, in that type of situation, yes, you take a penalty. Because you know what? That just shows the rest of the league that you can plow in the VTEC. You can plow into Akira. And the Devils are just going to allow the penalty to happen. All right, well, you know what? If I do that and take a 2-minute penalty in the box, but I've shooken up your goaltender so that now he's going to be maybe step back a little bit when a guy's coming in, you know, maybe be a little standoffish in an aggressive play like that. No, I'm sorry. You defend your none of the defensemen were there. It was Bastian that was standing right there. You defend your goalie in any and all situations.
As what that dirtbag Ty Domi said to Scott Niedermayer before he elbowed him. I'm going to take a penalty on you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's interesting you say that because the Devils did get a power play out of it, out of that sequence. But I also agree with you that you have to stand up for your goaltender, and it's like it was like zero reaction, Scotty.
None. Just staring, like Bastian right there staring at him. I've not been this fired up about the Devils making a non-play like I am about this because everyone's harping on VTEC, and VTEC's had issues, Akira's had issues, and here you have this something I won't say right now because I'm fired up. Plowing in the VTEC, and no one reacts. Not one reaction. Nothing. And Bastian, of all players, should have been cross-checking that guy's face into the cement under the ice at that moment. You don't run a goalie like that and get nothing from the opposing team. I'm sorry. That shows some kind of a stupid disconnect that this team is soft. This team is so incredibly soft that they don't, that should be an automatic, you're like this into the guy. Automatic. I don't care what it is. You don't touch the goalie like that. But this team just stares at him. What is wrong? Do something. Everyone's harping on the goalies. They're not getting defended by anyone on this team.
You want to establish the territorial position in front of the goaltender.
Yeah.
And it's just, and time, I mean, this has been going on for a while, Scotty. It's been going on for years that the Devils simply just, you know, we talked about the NFZ, the no fun zone, a while back.
It's everyone's zone.
Yeah.
In front of the Devils goaltenders, it's everyone's zone.
Yeah.
And Detroit was very well set up in the slot area tonight. I don't know if you saw that inside too, Sam. Detroit was very well set up in the slot. Defensively, any loose puck, they were on it and it was out of the zone, or they had a Devil stick tied up. We have no one stick tied up. We have players right in front of our crease, stick wide open. Do something. It was so incredibly frustrating to see that this team was so soft in front of the net, and then VTEC gets plowed into like that, and they do nothing. Yeah. I got a lot of problems, Sammy and Scotty.
I can tell you what wasn't soft tonight at the Rock. That stupid meatloaf that I bought.
Horrendous. That looked horrendous.
That meatloaf that I bought, Scotty, was so bad that I stopped eating it and put it under the seat.
Ugh. That was a wasted $17, I'm sure.
Mrs. Wu watches this podcast. I probably shouldn't have said that I bought meatloaf.
Yeah, but you didn't consume most of the meatloaf, so you're good.
I only had half of it, and it was bad.
Oh, my gosh. But you know what was nice at the end of the game? Raymond was so frustrated he broke his stick against the net. He broke his stick against the empty net. It was like, oh, good. And I gave him the old Jersey salute as he was coming off the ice because why not? Happy holidays. Get the hell out of our state.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just see what everyone is talking about here on the old YouTube page and everything. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that Bastian didn't do like anything at all. I didn't want him to overreact and then lose the opportunity to get a power play, but I also was kind of expecting that someone would have taken a shot at him at least a little later in the game.
Yeah. I've had defensemen do more for less. I've had some of my Sam's cousin Marty has done more against opposing players for doing less to me in men's league, let alone what happened with Raymond tonight in an NHL game where you can get paid. Someone can get paid to punch him in the face, and no one did. Raymond sat there in the box looking like, oh, what do I do? It's just like, and I don't necessarily agree that is a goaltender interference penalty, though. Like, that, to me, could be a hard play to the net. I don't necessarily agree that would be a goaltender interference because there was a Devil player right on top of him. But I guess they saw some intent on him going in, which then goes back to the original point that I made. If he's going into VTech with some intent, where is anyone to stand up for him? And then when everyone complains, well, the goaltenders aren't doing anything, well, no one's standing up for the goaltenders when there's someone intentionally going into them. So it's just an endless cycle of just uselessness and soft play. Thank goodness it's Festivus.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I was very happy with tonight, and that's that play of the third line with Timo Meyer, Dawson Mercer,
absolutely,
and Mikey McLeod, who right now is just playing, honestly, like some of the best hockey of his career so far.
Second star of the game, I think he was.
I mean, he drove to the net, I don't know how many times, just busting his way right down that center.
Yep.
He's a beast in the face-off zone. Now he's he can kill penalties. Now he's creating offense. Like it's consistent too every single time, and he's in the perfect spot for him. He is not I don't think Mikey McLeod is a top 6 player, but Timo Meyer is, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's getting to play with him. He's getting this opportunity at this, because the Devils are just so stacked.
Yep.
Being able to put those type of players on your third line, I think, Timo is now getting his step back, and he's starting to take advantage of this, and McLeod is just on fire. And he's not, like we said, playing against those not top 6 defenders or whatever has helped him out tremendously.
Yeah.
And the chemistry that they're forming is really nice.
Yeah, and the goals that Timo scored tonight are the types of goals that someone that's on a slide needs to score. Just dirty goals going in however they're going to go in. And Mikey McLeod getting this opportunity, like you said, is fantastic. Like, this is Timo Meyer, I guarantee, is the best player Mikey McLeod is, could have ever have hoped to be on a line with. With knowing what his role on a team is. But that just shows the glut of great talent this Devils team has, to where we have Timo Meyer, one of the most coveted trade acquisitions last season, is playing on our third line. And that's not a third line demotion. That's just how stacked this team is, like you said, where we can roll this line out there, and it's almost like it's a first. It could be a second line on many other teams in this league.
And you know what? It's not a demotion.
It's not. It's definitely not.
It's just a different line. It's maybe 1C, because it seemed like Timo Meyer felt more comfortable playing with players like Dawson Mercer and Michael McLeod, who are, I would say, more on the power forward side than the finesse side. Yeah. And then trying to fit him in with Jack Hughes or Jesper Bratt, maybe it wasn't, it's not Timo Meyer's game. So, but one of the things that Scotty, you talked about and alluded to, Michael McLeod going hard to the net. It's very simple. There are a lot of skilled players on this team, but at the end of the day, going hard to the net, good things will happen. And you're seeing that. I would call that line the blue-collar line, with Mercer and McLeod and Meyer.
No, we're already trying to come up with something with like 3M or something like that.
Oh no,
3ML.
I'm not trying to name it. I'm just saying
Triple ML.
I wasn't
ML.
I wasn't trying to name it, Scotty. The point I was trying to make
Meyer.
It's very different from Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
It's not a finesse line at all.
No, but I do know this, that those guys are I mean, at this point, it's probably over, but you know that they gave some crap to Dawson Mercer for missing that empty net. But we could also say that Dawson Mercer missed the empty net on purpose so that Beer Baron would not have gotten an absolutely correct score line. I believe Beer Baron called 4-2 with an empty netter. Dawson Mercer must have been listening to the podcast early on for Game Day Live and been like, nah, I'm not going to give Beer Baron the satisfaction.
I believe it. The players listen to Game Day Live in the locker room right before they come out into the ice.
And crew will not get this one.
No.
Yeah. I love the way they've been playing. It's a nice, yeah. Now I'm trying to think of all these. I see everyone's posting here. Ronaldo and Beachmaster and Chris. We're trying to go with a good crash line, the new crash line, maybe the mash line, with all 3 names coming up, starting with an M. I don't know. Now it's got me thinking.
Yeah,
I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. I don't like mash line because I hear mash, I think of the show.
How about M&M?
There's 3 M's though.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm thinking like
Triple M,
the rapper
Triple
ML.
Yeah.
Trips ML,
I don't know. We'll come
ML
up with
trip?
something.
M line, triple three. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
EM squared?
Oh boy.
I don't know. We're trying too
Have
hard.
yourself a Sam salad, Sam.
Yep.
All right.
Sam needs a Sam salad.
He needs a Sam salad.
I was
Get him
trying to
going.
order food, but it didn't happen. I did have some Crew Brew, though.
Very nice.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
Nice.
And Kerr.
Well, it's always good to celebrate a nice Devils victory
Yes.
with an Anchor Brew, which you can do if you go down to American Whiskey, any Game
Absolutely.
Day Live, any Devils After Dark, 3M line, M cubed, triple M. Okay, yeah, I know. Trips M trips. I don't know. We're gonna come up with something.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. It's going to be something that's going to come up by random. We're trying too hard right now.
3M line sells. That's what Ronaldo says. 3M line. That's what we're going with. All right. Well, this was a great game. This is a nice gift here before Christmas rolls in over the weekend, where it's nice that the players actually get to spend time with their families. So good on the league for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. And there is some, there's some rumblings out there. So, teams are going into the freeze starts. When's
Tonight.
the freeze start? Or is it already started? It starts tonight. Okay.
Yeah, tonight to the
So, no
27th. I think the 27th is when he can make a move again.
No moves right now, yeah, but there's some rumblings out there. So keep your eyes open, ears on the old interwebs and everything.
Oh, we have feats of strength. We have feats of strength on
Maybe with
Festivus.
Montreal.
Go back to that. Look at this. Feats of
Look
strength.
at that.
Look at this on Festivus. Feats of strength.
Go!
Go. Happy Festivus to everybody. Feats of strength, airing of grievances. We've got it all here. And we have Van Crew Brew on tap.
Yes.
That means the beer's not free. Well, this was a good victory for the Devils. They got 2 back-to-backs coming up the next 2 weekends.
Of course we do.
They have a game on Wednesday, I think, or is it Thursday?
Columbus, Wednesday.
No, Wednesday.
27th. Yep.
Wednesday. Yep. And
Wednesday.
then back-to-back on the road. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll do well as they go back out on the road. And hopefully they can get another win at home here. That seems to be the big problem with this team as well, is just having that confidence while at home, to get those victories.
Thank you, Ronaldo.
Woo!
All right. Thank you, Ronaldo.
Do you think I should arm wrestle that guy?
Feet of strength. Feats of strength.
Oh, boy.
No, Sam. I don't think you should.
I think you should produce the podcast, Sam. I think that's what you should do.
I don't think Mrs. Wu would forgive me if I allowed you to go, No.
I had that half a meatloaf today,
Yeah.
bulking up.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe I see some opponents you might be able to take on, Samu, but not many. Not many there.
Yeah, pizza.
yeah, I see that opponent too.
I see maybe one or two opponents on there. No, but this was a good game for the Devils, and hopefully they can keep this going. I want to wish you guys a very, very Merry Christmas. And, everyone over there at American Whiskey, Peyton and Alejandra, all the fans chilling out, everyone on YouTube Live and Facebook Live and X and Twitch and Instagram and everywhere else. Happy holidays, and hope you celebrate safely and wisely.
Yes. Apparently, Beer Baron says we have a Sunday night podcast tomorrow.
Oh, a Christmas Eve special, huh?
Christmas
Yeah.
Eve special, huh?
I'm going to be watching Die Hard. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm making a Christmas Eve podcast, but you never know. It's not like I have to go far to podcast when I'm home.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a tease. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's can it. Scotty, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right back at you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Celebrated in the ugly Christmas suit. Had a good time. I love coming to this game right before Christmas. It's always a good time. You're right, Scotty. It was a good Devils win. I'm not as happy with the game as I think you are, but I'll take a Devils victory on the day before Christmas. It's always a fun game to be at. It's always a fun atmosphere. So I'll take it. And the suit made its yearly appearance at the Rock. Going back to the first time that I wore it to the Rock, where we did a podcast from Sam's vehicle, and I looked like Conor McGregor, and I was hammered.
Also want to give a shout out and wish a Merry Christmas to Roger Allen Wade. I've never met the guy before, but he's like my new best friend. At least on
Raj.
Facebook. Yeah, at least on Facebook.
Raj, it's Raj's birthday on Christmas Eve, so happy birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
Raj.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, Roger Allen Wade. And if you want,
He shares his birthday with Lemmy.
Look at that.
Lemmy from Motorhead, his birthday was on the 24th.
Roger, if you're listening right now, you can hit me up on Cameo, and I can wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, boy.
For $6.
6 whole American dollars.
$6. John Marino's number. That's how I came up with that. All right, let's get out of here. Well, I want to thank all those tuning in. Great victory tonight. 3-2 over the Detroit Red Wings, the New Jersey Devils. We go home, holly jolly.
Yep.
Be safe,
MX3.
everybody.
Nice, Alexa.
Be safe, everybody. Till next time, let's go Devils.